On July 20th, 1992, the day before Taylor Hall was going to celebrate his 7th birthday, the one gift he had wanted most arrived at his home in Corona, California. His mother, Julie, his father, and his 5 sisters and brothers shared his excitement, never once imagining what might happen after he opened the box.
We never allow our children to open their presents before their birthday. But my husband, Steve, was going out of town. And I said, okay, we'll let you open your present.
Better be careful.
Unbeknownst to me, the kids told me later that he did skate around the house. He loves skates, and he lives on them. But I don't think there's a day where he's not skated.
The oldest of the Hall's 6 children is 18-year-old Chris.
The next day, Taylor came in and he just started begging and begging and begging. Oh, Mom, please let me go out and play.
Got down an hour. Sorry, guys.
And finally, I just got fed up. I go, Mom, just let him go. Give him the rollerblades. Let the kid go out and play. He'll be fine. It's no big deal. You know, hey, it'll be all right, you know.
He literally wore me down, and I said, okay. He could go out and just show his friends, and then he had to come back to do his work.
I looked out the door, and there was a guy sitting in the middle of the street, just screaming. It took me maybe about 3 or 4 seconds to focus on who it was laying on the street. Mom! And when I saw his back, when I could see his spine, I thought, there goes my little brother, in just a flash of a second.
When I heard the scream, I felt something that mothers never want to feel, that something's really bad wrong.
Mom.
I guess I was wishing that it wasn't him.
Engine 803, Med 802, respond to a TC with injuries, vehicle versus child, via Santiago and Lilac, map I-19.
Engine 803 responding.
Don't move. The top of his rear end to the middle of his back, I could see it split open. And the first reaction I had was just keep him from moving.
Don't move.
He was in so much pain. He just kept saying, I'm going to die. I just wanted to say, Taylor, I love you, Taylor. I love you, Taylor. I don't want you to die. I don't want you to die.
Don't move. It's going to be okay, bud.
His legs were just limp, and he had tire tracks embedded in his legs.
Taylor, you're going to be okay.
He was saying, it hurts, Mommy, it hurts, Mommy. All right. And that was tough. You never want to hear that from your child.
Within 3 minutes of the call, the Corona Fire Department arrived at the scene, led by EMT Captain Mark Kipley.
Coming down the street, I see a water truck sitting there. And my first thought in my head is, oh no.
You guys backing up?
The amount of traumatic injury that could be involved with a delivery water truck that's estimated weight at about 15,000 pounds. That puts the intensity right to the ceiling.
Moments later, an advanced life support unit arrived, including paramedic Curtis James.
He had a tearing type of laceration that traveled down the middle of his buttocks and stopped just behind his scrotum. The turning of the tires must have rotated him to a point where it just kind of pulled him apart.
1, 2, 3. Riverside General Hospital, Med 802. Okay.
He knows something's wrong, and he knows he's hurt. He looks right at your eyes like, help me. Because he's looking for you to take him out of this terrible mess. You don't even know if he's going to make it. And that hits you right in the heart.
Taylor's getting wheeled into the ambulance, and he has this oxygen mask on. He has IVs. It was the worst sight I've ever seen in my whole life.
Get back.
I would have given anything to trade places with him so he didn't have to go through that.
At Riverside General Hospital, head emergency nurse Janet Petrovich was part of the trauma team.
X-rays on their way.
Okay. The thing that scared me the most was because of the extensive lacerations and the fact that it covered bone and his gut and his muscle tissue, we were afraid that infection could kill him. He said, "I'm scared," and then he said he was afraid that he might die. When a patient says that, we get worried, because usually they have a feeling that something's going wrong inside their body. We try to reassure them as much as possible, but sometimes we just have to keep our fingers crossed that they're not right.
He's doing fine.
They told us that they wouldn't know all the extent of his injuries until they went in and really saw what was going on. But I didn't care because he was alive.
Taylor underwent 2.5 hours of surgery. He was transferred to Kaiser Permanente Medical Center, where surgeon Robert Rudick took over his care.
The biggest fears that we had on admission were that he just would not be able to walk and that he wouldn't be able to eliminate waste. To divert the fecal stream, he had to have a colostomy. He also had a tube in his bladder that would allow his urine to come out. They're very traumatic psychologically to parents and certainly to a child.
His sister Angela and the rest of the Hall children came to visit him.
He was in intensive care and they wouldn't let us see him. We walked around the outside of the hospital and we found his room.
Hi, is that your family? Look up at the window.
He wanted to reach out and he wanted to grab him and he wanted to hold him, and he was just sitting there strapped to all these machines.
Love you.
I blew him a kiss goodbye. And he reached out and he got it.
Hey, Taylor, I'm going to try and get you.
Within 6 days of the accident, Taylor had made remarkable progress.
We knew that his bones were healing. All his other wounds were healing as well, and he was really getting a cabin fever, wanted to move around, wanted to prove to everybody that he was able to do this. Basically, I said, why not? Let's get going.
Now, what I want you to do is I want you to step with this leg first.
There you go. Good job. I honestly didn't think he was up to it, but he just wanted it so bad.
You're walking. Way to go, buddy.
He was going to walk again. That was the most wonderful feeling in the world.
7-year-old Taylor Hall spent nearly 4 weeks in the hospital and underwent months of painful physical therapy.
It's been a year since the accident, and Taylor is incredible. His doctors say that he's a walking miracle. There's no reason that he should be alive. And I don't know why I am so lucky to keep him.
I felt like I was jello and like I was gonna die. But then everybody came out and started helping me. I didn't like it when I got run over one day before my birthday.
I think for rollerblade safety, all the safety gear should be worn all the time, because you never know when you're going to take that spill. Learning to stop and where to ride. Those things need to be addressed every time they take them out.
He couldn't stop in time and slipped into the back of the truck. I'm glad that it came out positively like it did. Somebody up above just, I guess, liked that kid a lot.
Taylor's father, Steve, is proud of how his son has proven he can overcome obstacles.
He loves to roller skate, ice skate. Basically, all the things that he did before, he still does now. He just doesn't run as fast or as fluid as he used to. He's got a real positive attitude about things. I don't think there was ever, in his mind, a thought that he wouldn't get better.
Hockey's the best thing I like to do, and it's my best sport. I just feel like I'm like a pro skater, that I could be on a hockey team, that I could be very good.
I never thought in a million years that he would be the way he is today. What he's accomplished and what he's done, and the miracle that he's still alive just makes him one of the most special kids that I know. I'm ecstatic to have him back. I love him.
Next.
One of the police officers came up to me and said, your son was huffing butane. And I couldn't believe that Brad would choose to do something like this.